Gentlemen, I got a little news for you. American Army 5 is a third-person hero shooter. Whatever the hell that is. So you're going to be seeing footage of the indie game ArmyOps, not America's Army. It looks amazing. ArmyOps is being made by Polygon Art. He's trying to recreate the game that we grew up and loved on with a new engine. So following up from my last video about some of the developers being let go from Army Game Studios, that can mean a couple things here. It can mean A, they're close to release and they don't need development, or B, they're kind of canceling or changing the project. I hope it's the latter, because the intelligence I've gathered is stating that some of those developers were working on a third-person hero shooter. Now, me being me, I didn't know what the heck that was, so I had to look it up. The closest thing I could find was Crucible, that Amazon-developed hero shooter. Now, hero shooters, I was not my forte, and I hate them personally. Anyone that has met me knows this. I don't really believe in an unfair advantage, and this guy has some magic, so this guy doesn't have a magic, so, like, clearly the meta is, Paladin 2 beats Ranger 1 all the time. I'm not a fan of that. I like firefights. Everyone comes to the table with the same types of capabilities and weapons, and firefights and tactics bring out the victor. That's my preference. However, I know I am not the majority, and the Army Game Studios' goal, as stated by the developers, is to reach as many players as possible and get the game in front of as many eyes as they can. So they are trying to get on this train, Fortnite's kind of similar to third person, not really a hero shooter, like Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, the list goes on and on. Pretty much any new shooter is a hero shooter. Fortunately or unfortunately. You could kind of say that back in the day. I mean, AA2, you had like snipers, you had riflemen, automatic riflemen. That is technically a class, but I hope that's not really a hero shooter. Battlefield back in the day, you had engineers, you had medics, you had snipers again. If it's something like that, I'd be okay with that. But if it's gonna be where, like, this guy over here can, like, heal you from a mile away, and that guy over there has, like, better sights on his gun, stuff like that, I'm not necessarily a fan, but I'm willing to see how it'll play out. As long as we get an American Army 5 and it's a fair game, I'm okay with that. So boys, that's what I got for you today. I'm going to choose to keep my sources secret right now, but feel free to hit me up if you have any questions, or if you have any other intel that I haven't gathered upon. I'm doing what I can here, and I'm doing it for you guys, so don't be quiet. Put in comments, yell at me, call me a homo, I don't care. Do what you want.